This is the homework video for 3/21/17, Tuesday, and you're doing the weights for Chihuahuas problem. Again, graphing, and paying attention to how you know how you should number the X and the Y axis. Alright, so on the weeks, the highest number is 16, and your range is 16. So counting by ones will work just fine. And on the Y, which is the weight in ounces, your highest number is 39 with a range of 35. So we're going to count by threes. I would not do by tens on this one, because if you did, you'd only have three equally spaced sections on your graph, 10, 20, 30. I guess you'd have to go to 40 in order to plot the 39. But again, don't do 10. Because if you did do 10, I'd like you to fix it, please. Alright, so now on the x-axis, I'm numbering by ones, counting by ones, but numbering by twos. I said this last night. You don't need to mark every single tick mark. When someone looks at this, they can see that this is 1, 2, 3, 4, and so on. And then I'm doing counting by threes, but numbering by sixes here. So 3, 6, 9, and so on. I plotted my points on there and put in the line of best fit. This time I have to remember that they gave me the y-intercept, and the y-intercept was 4. And so since this is 3, 4 is just barely above that tick mark. And then I have to put in a line of best fit and put in the slope triangle to find the rate of this line. And so I went from this point to this point right here. This is 1639 and this is 413. I like to label the points so I can see exactly what the change in y and the change in x is. It's just like when you're doing it on a table. If you put a caret from 39 to 13, you'd see that the change is 26. And if you put a caret from 16 to 4 on a table, you'd see the change is 12. So we're really just doing the same thing with our slope triangle. So then when you do the change in y 26 divided by the change in x 12, you get 2 and 1/6. So I am not done because I did not label that this is weeks and this is ounces. So my equation is y equals 2 and 1/6 x plus 4, where the y represents the total weight in ounces. The 2 and 1/6 means for every one. Remember, if you're having troubles remembering how to interpret the slope, just always start with for every one increase, because it always starts with those 4 words, for every one increase. So for every one increase in the x, which is the number of weeks, the weight, which was the ounces, increases by 4 ounces. Whoops, and that is not correct. It increases by 2 and 1/6 ounces. What I did there is switched and used my y-intercept. We don't want to do that. 2 and 1/6 ounces. That's the slope, and that's what the weight increases by every 1 week. And then the x is the number of weeks, and the 4 represents the y-intercept. And the special thing to remember about that is it's always going to start with the words at 0, and in this case it's at 0 weeks. They weigh 4 ounces. Okay, for the secret message tonight. Last night I made you answer a question with your line of best fit on the graph. Tonight I'm going to make you use the model again, or the line of best fit, but this time I want you to do it with the equation. And so the question is, find the weight of a Chihuahua at 5 weeks. So since I'm given the number of weeks, which is the x, I put the 5 right here. And remember, this means to multiply. So I have to do 2 and 1/6 times 5 plus 4. And that's going to give me 14, which means that the average Chihuahua at 5 weeks old weighs about 14 ounces, or 1 pound and 2 ounces. And make sure that you show how you substituted the 5 in here for the weeks, and got your answer. And that is it. Have a great night. See you tomorrow.